Hi everybody, and welcome to another part of the JavaScript tutorials. In this part we're going to continue with the example of IMDb movies list on a web page. And so as you can remember, we used the cards and inside of the Arashtad GitHub repository, and then we also got some of the most famous movies from the IMDb API so that we can get the data and push it to the function that we have add card, and then be able to show it on the web page. So we haven't worked on the add card, and in this part of the tutorial we're going to write that function so that we can push this data to the cards and show them to the user. But before we want to do that, let us console.log some of the data that we've got from the API. So here I'm gonna write console.log, and then here I can write item dot full title, for example, and the other data that we can use here is item dot crew. So let's run this with the live server, and let's inspect the elements, and inside the console you should be able to see some of this on the log console. So first of all, notice that you need to also comment the add card, because it might bring some errors because we do not have the add card function right now. So as you can see here, we've got the list here on the console. It starts from the Shawshank Redemption and ends with Terminator 2. There we go. So list of 30 movies, and so we can now work on the add card function. So let's write the add card function here. Actually it starts with function add card, and then here we have the full title. So here in short I can say title, then I can say the image and the rating, IMDb rating, and crew for the crew of the movie. So now let's do this. Let's open the function, and shouldn't open the brackets here, and there we go. So IMDb HTML which equals to so here we should use the backticks in order to add this kind of stringified HTML to the element, and in the end we're going to add this way. Notice that here instead of your HTML code you need to make some changes. So first of all you need to add a div tag here. So you can either give it a class or ID, it doesn't really matter. So you can name it IMDb items or anything you like. And also here you need to add this class AR grid flex wrap. So we need to do this because the cards that are defined in Arashtad templates are in a way that the cards are placed in a row, not in a vertical way. They are in a horizontal way, not in a vertical way. So because of that, as you can remember, we added a CSS custom.css class, and we added the flex wrap class there. So we want to use that here, and because of that we've added the class related to that. So here instead of our backticks we should add some HTML codes, and then you can either use the query selector, but here because of some reasons I truly suggest that you use document.getElements by ID, that gets elements by ID, and then the ID is IMDb movies. So let's copy that, IMDb items. So there we go, and then dot inner HTML. And because we want to add each one of them one by one to the list of the cards, we use plus equal, and because if you only write equal, it will only show the movie you want. So it will show the 30th movie at the end, because other movies will not be shown, and one by one they will replace the previous one. So here I will add IMDB HTML, and now let's go after the HTML code. So we do not have to write them one by one, because we have the code here instead of the cars.html. So here I can copy one of these cards here instead of the cars.html and add it instead of my backticks here instead of the IMDb movie. So let's add it here. There we go. So here, instead of the src equals to this, we can add the link of the image. So the link of the image is image, and so we should also place this instead of the brackets and then $sign behind it. So for the title of the movie, we need the h2 tag. So first of all, there is this ID, there is this title. So h2, close this, and there we go. So here we should add the title. Title equals to $sign, brackets, and the title. Right. So now the next thing we need to add is the IMDb rating. So we can add it instead of here in the p tag. So let's copy this, paste it right over here, and this way. So change h2 with p here as well, and then we will have the rating, and here we should write IMDb rating. So next line we will have the same thing for the cast and crew. So cast and crew, and there we go, stars or crew. So there we go. So now let's check this, but I think we need to add another div tag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we need to have another one. So I think that one is related to the row. So I will add this in just a second. Div, and I think we should have exactly the same, and here with the row. And let's close this as well here. I'll save this and run it with the live server. So as you can see, we have what we were looking for. We have the title, which equals to the Shawshank Redemption. This one, Godfather. We have the rating and cast and crew. As you can see, we have this for all of the movies, just the same as what we had here. Here we had the stars. Here instead we decided to write cast and crew. So there we go. We have the movies and the list, and so we've created a web page according to the IMDb API. We use the API and we've managed to show the elements on the web page that we're looking for. By the way, it's much more beautiful to use colon instead of the equals. So let's do it this way, and there we go. So that's it for this part of the tutorial, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And until the next one, goodbye.